If you have ADHD, these are going to be the best career paths for you. So before you apply to any job, before you start that business, before you look for a career path or an online course you want to take, any of that, you need to know that there are certain superpowers that you have that you must utilize, or else your career path is going to feel like an uphill battle. And we don't want that, because people with ADHD, and I myself am included, we need to feel passionate about what we're working on. We need to feel passionate about the thing that we're putting most of our energy into. And so I'm going to start by listing these principles that you must take into account, whether you're looking for a job, whether you're trying to start a business. You must check these principles off. All right. So your career has to have novelty. So you need variable inputs, new problems. For ADHD brains, routine is not helpful at all. Anything that is predictable is pretty much boring for ADHD brains. And so an office job is probably not what you want to look for. I have one of my friends, she's in Kuwait and she works at a hospital, and she has ADHD and she fucking loves it. Every single day there's a new patient coming in with a new problem, and she loves it. She thrives in that environment. Now, there are some things that I will mention that you also must take into account other than these principles, but we'll get to that by the end of the video. Principle number 2, you need autonomy. You need to have control over how and when and where you work. So if you have a boss that's micromanaging you, that's not going to work. You need to have full autonomy of the end product that you're producing or the service that you're producing. Principle number 3, you need to have immediate feedback. And actually, that is why ADHD brains thrive as content creators. When you post a piece of content, you get immediate feedback, and that either reinforces a dopamine loop or encourages you to improve. Not only that, but content creators, they need to think of many novel ideas for their new videos. You know what I mean? And that goes back to principle number 1. Okay, so principle number 4, you need to have high stake pressure cycles. And so ADHD brains tend to work best under pressure. And so if your career path is calm, working hard is going to feel impossible. And so high stakes situations where, for example, maybe even putting yourself out there could feel high stake. People might not like you, call you ugly, call you fat. That's pretty much a high stake situation. And so that's why this principle actually also points towards a content creator as a potential career path for you. Now, I don't know which principle we're on already. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, principle number 5. ADHD brains are pattern recognition machines. So we work best when we don't have to memorize stuff, and we recognize patterns instead, and we synthesize things and we integrate things together. And so any career path that has any form of creativity will serve your ADHD brain best. I can't think of any career that would fit this, but you could probably do your search. But anyways, before you take any of these principles into account, you also have to understand that you need to know your values. You need to understand what you value. Do you value impact? Do you value connection? Do you value community? Do you value health? You need to understand your values. You need to prioritize them in order. You need to also understand your unique strengths. So, what do you do effortlessly that other people find hard? You need to identify your flow triggers. So, what puts you in flow state? What activities, once you start them, you begin to lose track of time? You need to notice your wounds. What pain points have you experienced in the past that make you passionate about solving them for other people? And that ties into bringing value to the marketplace. And so all of this is cool, but if other people don't find value in it, you need to find a way to package your purpose, your passions, your flow states, your skill sets, your strengths, your values in a way that the marketplace can digest. Okay? So finding your purpose isn't an excuse to just, put whatever you want out there. You need to package it in a way that's digestible for other people. And I would call this maybe Trojan horsing your purpose or your product or service. If you want to bring anything of value to the masses, you must hide the vegetables. You must hide the educational content in something that is more entertaining, more visceral, more emotional. Yes, you could be this educational content creator. You could become this next guru in whatever space you want to be in. But you have to understand that your education alone doesn't mean shit. Information is free. So if you need help doing all of this and packaging all of this, I do have a community and course that you're probably going to end up in if you've watched this video to the end, but no pressure. You could just watch these videos, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, get value from there, and then let me know when you're ready to join. Ciao, ciao.